Greetings throughout the Angelic Fox. This is take 3 of What If Deku Was a Monster. Yeah, for some reason the other 2 did not load. So, where we basically left off is, Deku has lost his mind a bit. He basically killed a lot of lives. Some were on death row. If you don't know what that means, it basically means that criminals who done something way awful that they are not supposed to live anymore, and they were basically killed by injections or a type of other way, or people who were just under a hypnosis. And the person who was actually behind it said, "Hold on, let me show something from your parents." I have no idea why I'm doing an accent. And the reason why I'm posting today is the fact half of the stuff today is cancelled for me, and Friday there's gonna be a lot of uploads for videos because on Friday all the stuff I had were cancelled. Okay, so this basically pops up from Inko's point of view. She was at a bar with her friend Mitsuki. A guy walks up with dark hair as he basically flirts with Inko and a bit with Mitsuki. Mitsuki doesn't like it, so she walks off, but leaves her friend behind. She notices that Inko was a bit into it, and one thing led to another. 9 months later, Inko was at the last day of her pregnancy, and sorry for background noises. She decided to tell this guy, and this guy got pissed. Like, he was pissed. Not for Inko hiding this from him. The fact that Inko got pregnant was the reason why he got pissed. And the thing is, this guy already had another family where he originally lived. He just came to Japan for an opportunity. And after Izuku was born, basically Inko told this to her mother, her father, her older sister, her best friend, who were there, and asked, "Where's the guy?" And after that, they were all pissed off because of what has this guy done to Inko, and this guy was named Hisashi. And so Inko decided to raise the child as a single mom because Hisashi actually dipped before Izuku was born. And here comes the other point of view. The point of view of Hisashi. It shows him with his wife and 2 daughters. And he came to Japan for an opportunity. And that opportunity was to get to the big boss at the time of villains, All For One, and made a deal. The deal was, if he gets a woman pregnant, the child of the woman, he will give the child's quirk to All For One. And so that's what happened. Inko was the unlucky woman in this scenario. So in this case, Izuku's quirk was taken away from All For One, which was a very powerful and strong pyrokinesis. And after Izuku learned about this, and everyone in Japan, All For One and the League of Villains were laughing their asses off because Izuku was betrayed by his father. And Uraka asked, "Wait, he has a strength quirk. If he has no quirk, why does he have this?" "Oh, honey, that's just bare muscle. He's actually this strong. He just worked out way too much, and it's still like Helotone. So he worked out a lot, and now that's his bare strength. He was never using a quirk in the first place. As Izuku went buck crazy, and so instead of attacking the person, he went to Tartarus, which is the prison where All For One is kept. As he bolts, as it shows him running to Tartarus, and then the security in Tartarus hits. As they see the door open from All For One. All For One tries to get up, and it shows everything that's gonna happen after this. Izuku shrinks down and spins All For One's chair around, causing the guns to point at him and open fire. Turrets, that's what they're called. After that, Izuku takes him out and starts beating him close to death. As the other things he did was ripping his stomach open, slashing the actual stomach, ripping his intestines, kicking him in the chest until his ribs shattered, piercing his heart, ripping out his heart and ripping it apart, and slashing his throat. The villains were absolutely pissed at Deku because he killed All For One, but then they realized if they tried to go after him, they will probably get killed too. Shigaraki is pissed, sad, and upset. And one thing I forgot to mention, this was shown to Hasashi and his family. That means everyone that is related to Hasashi, his mother, his father, his aunts, his uncles, everyone, they're all shown his true nature. He basically gave a random woman a child, and then took the child's quirk away from him and gave it to the very strong villain. As Izuku said, "Hasashi, you're next." Hasashi tried to leave the house that he was in, and so he felt something sharp, cold, pierce go across his throat as he falls to the ground, grabbing his neck. It turns out his wife has grabbed a butcher's knife and slit his throat. One of his daughters comes up and burns his lower legs. One of the daughters are recording the entire thing. And so, after that, she paused the recording and then burns Hasashi's mouth shut. After that, Hasashi was found dead under the curve, burned, bloodied, and stabbed, and even chopped. All For One was dead. Izuku comes back and breaks into UA, forcing another kill game into the other person. The person was trapped into with the other lost souls of the innocent lives. Izuku passes out where the person was held. And after that, all the barriers that were trapping all the pro heroes and UA shattered, letting everyone come into UA, finding Izuku out cold on the floor, blood on his hands, blood on his legs, blood on his mouth, blood all over. Izuku was then hospitalized to see what has happened.